most popular animes out there is getting a live-action movie. I'm Troy from Marks on Anime and Marks on Movies, and today we're discussing the upcoming live-action My Hero Academia film on Netflix. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to be notified whenever we post brand new videos. Now, on with the story. The link to the article I'm covering from Collider.com is linked in the video description. My Hero Academia live-action movie coming from Netflix. Obi-Wan Kenobi's Joby Harold is penning the screenplay. Netflix is once again dipping into the live-action anime market after giving a home to both stellar adaptations of Rurouni Kenshin and the not-so-stellar Death Note. The streamer is now boarding Legendary Entertainment's upcoming My Hero Academia film adaptation. Announced back in 2018, the adaptation brought aboard experienced anime adaptation director and Alice in Borderland creator Shinsuke Sato last year to direct the project, with Obi-Wan Kenobi's Joby Harold writing the screenplay. I think that they're just trying to see how many times they can squeeze the word adaptation into one single paragraph. Also, I've never heard of Rurouni Kenshin before, but I did watch Death Note. At the time, I'd never seen the anime of Death Note, so going into it blind, I liked it. However, after seeing the anime, it's made me hate the film. Their live-action Bleach film was really good, and the Fullmetal Alchemist live-action film looked pretty fine, but it was all in Japanese, whereas these are strictly English adaptations, I believe. But anyway, back to the story. Created by Kohei Horikoshi back in 2014, My Hero Academia swiftly became one of the most popular manga ever, with an equally beloved series to boot, featuring plenty of colorful characters. Since it started running in Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, the manga has sold a staggering 65 million copies, including digital editions. It centers on Izuku Midoriya, a young man with dreams of becoming a superhero born into a world where 80% of all humans are given quirks or superpowers. His hopes of going to the prestigious superhero academy UA High School are nearly dashed when he is unfortunate enough to be born without a quirk of his own. After a chance encounter with the legendary hero All Might, essentially the in-universe equivalent to Superman, he finds himself back on the path to becoming the greatest hero alive. The My Hero Academia anime is still going strong, now well into its 6th season. It's also seen the release of 3 spin-off movies: My Hero Academia 2 Heroes, My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, and My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. Details on Legendary's adaptation of the franchise are scarce, but there's no telling how much of Midoriya's story will be told in the film. It marks the English language debut for Sato, though, and has Legendary's Mary Parent and Alex Garcia producing. I'm almost finished with Season 3, and I'm loving the show. I'm extremely excited, but also a little worried about this movie. I'm excited because I'd love to see my favorite My Hero Academia characters come to life, live action, but after seeing what they did to Death Note, that's why I'm worried. Also, getting the guy who wrote the screenplay for Kenobi worries me. That show had some highlights for sure. I'm not going to say it all sucked, but come on. They wasted an opportunity for that show. It was mostly booty. But then again, it is Disney Star Wars, and Disney is going to Disney. So maybe it wasn't all his fault? Either way, let's get back to the article. Netflix has increasingly cashed in on the world of anime. With Legendary's My Hero Academia adaptation now set to appear on the streamer, Netflix continues investing in anime and shows based on the most popular series out of Japan. Notably, the platform has its own high-profile anime adaptations in the pipeline at the moment, with a massive budget to boot. One Piece. Following in the wake of the disastrous Cowboy Bebop series, Netflix is working directly with the manga's creator, Eiichiro Oda, sorry if I mispronounced that, to bring the long-running series to life as accurately as possible. Compared to other streamers, they've practically cornered the market on anime adaptations, and adding Legendary's new film will only solidify their grasp. As of right now, there's no word on who else is involved or when the My Hero Academia adaptation could release. Toho Co. will also release the film theatrically in Japan. With Legendary behind this film, this could be great. I like some of their films, and whether this is a popular opinion or not, I mostly like what they did with Godzilla and Kong. As far as One Piece, I'm excited to see what they do with that. Bringing in the show's creator brings me more hope and optimism moving forward with that. I've honestly never seen the anime, but it's older, and the older animes are generally pretty flashy and kind of weird. On top of that, it's a very, very long series, so I'm curious to see how they adapt it into a single film. As for Cowboy Bebop, I haven't seen it. It doesn't look good. The creator of the anime said that he shut it off after about 15 minutes because it looked so awful. I've also heard other people trash it. It got canceled after one season, so it must not have been a moneymaker. As for some of my fantasy casting, I'd love to see someone like maybe Chris Hemsworth play the muscle form of All Might. Bradley Cooper could be a great deflated version of him. Jack Dylan Grazer or Freddie Highmore Reed could be Deku maybe. Jace Norman, Tanner Buchanan, or Joel Courtney could even play Bakugo. Timothy Chalamet may do a good Todoroki. I'm thinking Brianna Hildebrand would be perfect for Kyoko Jiro, aka Earphone Jack. This is, of course, thinking that they're going to whitewash it all and put it in America like they did with Death Note. The obvious problem with that, besides the race swapping, would be the names of the characters. You're not going to have some white kid named Mizuku Midoriya or Kashan Bakugo or Shoto Todoroki. If you are going to be keeping it in Japan, I guess they could have everyone speak English. I mean, this is a fantasy world, so whatever, I guess. Then I'd love to see what great young Japanese actors and actresses they cast for this. Comment down below with how you feel about this upcoming Netflix live-action English adaptation of My Hero Academia. Are you excited, worried, or rolling your eyes? Also, who would you cast for some of these roles? Share this video around to everyone you know, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that little bell to be notified every time we post brand new content. I'm Troy from Marks on Anime and Marks on Movies, and we'll see you next time.